Hey guys, I want to comment on what's happening on BTC, not just yesterday, but even today. I think it's very interesting because if you watch my previous video from yesterday, I explained how we bounced after taking the previous day low here, right here, these daily candles. And as you can see, we took the previous day low, and by taking it, I mean the people that long the day before place their stop losses at the low, and very often the algorithm, doesn't want to reverse right away, so it would rather take a low or a high again in order to stop out as many people as possible, and then it goes on the opposite direction. Bitcoin does it very, very often. We can see it right here. We put a low, and then a few days later, boom, we take it, we reversed. We can see it. I mean, this different scenario, but even here, you see, we took this low, reversed. Here, we took this low, reversed. Bitcoin, like even here, I remember this one because I traded it. We took this low, reversed. Bitcoin does it over and over again. That's the algorithm works. That's how the algorithm works. And it likes to do the same exact thing pretty much also at the top, when it comes to reversing from bullish to bearish, it likes to do the same thing basically. And we can see it here. See? After yesterday, this bounce, I think this bounce was 7% or so. It was a very big bounce for a day. And then yesterday, exactly, a daily open, which is one of the most important times. The most important times to trade in Bitcoin are New York time, which is not just 1 hour. It goes from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. my time, GMT plus 2. I think in New York will be from 8 a.m. to, what is it, 5 hours later, 1 p.m., I think. Because New York technically opens at 9:30 a.m. New York time. But the volatility, at least on Bitcoin, it starts 1 hour or 1 hour and a half before that. And of course, it depends on the day. Sometimes, there's no volatility. Sometimes there's good volatility, like yesterday. So after a big drop from the beginning of the week, we got this move up. Then we're gonna also analyze the lower time frame to show you how I traded, and then now, honestly, I expect the Bitcoin to form some kind of range right here, so something like this, because after two big moves down and up, usually it likes to slow down, like here, for example. Something like that. That's what I'm looking for. Like a big range, something like this. Even here, big move up, range. Of course, I'm not certain. I'm just speculating at the moment, but I think it will make sense because the market ranges most of the time. The market on average ranges 80% of the time, and it trends 20% of the time. So one of the main mistakes that I would make at the beginning of my career would be that I would expect a big move every day, But then finally I realized, oh, wait a second, the market trends only 20% of the time. So why am I expecting a big move? I should expect a range instead, because it's more likely. And yes, exactly at daily open, we took the previous day high, and we started pulling back, and now the context is not super clear. I don't know whether it's bearish or bullish. I don't know. I don't care. I know that I also traded this one as well, and I took 40% profit on my long that I long from here, which was like probably 6% or so. So at the moment I have a long from here, I have a short from here, and I haven't taken profit on my short yet. I'm waiting for New York session, maybe to take this slow New York session, and I will monitor what happens. Maybe I will take profit 50%. But anyway, I'll show you how I traded. I already explained how I traded this long on my previous video, so I'm going to explain to you how I traded this short, which is pretty similar. Let's go on the 15 minutes. So 15 minutes, I was looking for two levels. These are the daily highs and lows. So I was looking for this one, which was daily low, the daily high, and this one, which was the previous day high. And we opened around here, 2 a.m. We opened, we arranged for a while, and at 2:45-ish a.m. we took the high. Usually I traded a reversal in two ways. I either limit order, I place a limit order with a clear invalidation. For example, it could have been in this situation, the previous day high. Place a limit order here, clear invalidation, I don't know where, that's why I didn't do it. Because I liked the second way, which was entering after a break of market structure. And this particular situation, I used the 5-minute market structure, which was basically a 5-minute low. This low right here. See, that's the market structure basically. We went up like this, higher high, higher lows, higher high, higher lows, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then the first low that we break, making a lower low, that would be a sign of weakness to me, and it was a sign of weakness. So I enter here, a market order here, and stop loss in the high. That's how I usually trade reversal. We short, it's easier because now it looks like we're pumping. I mean, the time is not great. I don't know. Maybe it's just a little short squeeze. I don't care. We short is a little easier, but with longs, very often we get stuff like this. You know, we get like quicker moves. So I like to limit for longs. For example, yes, I limited here, one smaller position, and then here at the reclaim of the daily open, I compounded and moved my stop loss at this low. I always use market structure for my stop losses. So I enter here, and one of the main tendencies I also wanted to talk about, one very important point about New York, about daily open, because let's say if the high, you know, was placed here, I mean anywhere. Let's say this is the high. We place the high at 9 p.m. and then we pull back, and then we open at 2 a.m. much lower of the previous day high, then I wouldn't be so confident about shorting the previous day high, simply because we created enough room to accelerate and get a follow through. Sure, I will still monitor the level, but I would be much less confident. But here, it's very important to understand that we opened very close to the previous day high, and as you can see, we couldn't have enough room to accelerate because we are right there. You know, like for example, if we had opened here, it would be different. You know, I wouldn't be so, you know, I wouldn't like this level so much. I would be like, you know what, sure, I'll monitor this level, but I don't know, man. But when we open here, I like it a lot, because that's how Bitcoin does so often. They open very close to the previous day high or low, and then they take it and reverse, simply because they can't go up. You know, they don't have enough strength. And in order for Bitcoin to go higher, I'll show you. I mean, not to go higher. In my experience, in order for a market, to create room to accelerate, it needs to form a range, not just to create room, to accelerate so it can start from far away and it can go up with, more strength, not just for that, which is also, I mean, super important, such an important point, but also in order to collect liquidity from all the people that shorted this range. So when we go up, basically we short squeeze them, and that's gonna contribute to the strength of the move up. So very often you see that Bitcoin enters in this very, very long, even very, very long range. In order to create liquidity, to provide liquidity for a move either up or down. It can even be down. I'll show you an example and then I'll wrap it up. Let's go find a range. This is an example of a range, for example. I was expecting a breakout here or a breakdown, either way. See here, this is ugly. It seems ugly, but if you get good at predicting ranges, they're very, very profitable, because the first attempt, you don't get fall throughs, so you can just short and long at the right times, and you can make very, very good profits. Here, after the last move down, which was almost a fake out, we got a big move up. They squeezed all the people that shorted right here. They squeezed them all. Other fake out, boom, another move down. So, and even here, another example of the power of daily open. This was a daily open, I remember so well. See, we opened, I can't remember where, but maybe somewhere around here. They opened, and because they opened so close to the previous day low, they don't have enough strength to continue down, because they are right there. They don't have room to accelerate. So they could barely take the previous day low and then bounce back up. So it was a liquidity grab, bounce back up, and reverse for the following days. They're so standard, but so powerful and so easy to trade. Also so powerful because the ratio is so good, man. I mean, here you enter after a market structure change. I don't know where, maybe here, even this high, if you want to play it safe. Stop loss here, and see how it goes. You monitor this high to see. I mean, these trades are so profitable. The ratio is always so good. So daily open, very powerful. I think for today, I'm done. I want to see how this develops. Today is Wednesday, so I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin enters this long range I talked about for the rest of the week. I wouldn't be surprised, but at the moment it's just a speculation. So whatever they do, I will try to react the best I can. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.